We've done a lot of jobs where problems aren't visible until we start opening things up. But in this case, the mistakes were right in plain view.
We moved in, and of course, the kids, they want their own rooms. And I happened upon the closet, which was originally obstructed by a side table. And lo and behold, there's mold there.
I can smell it. Did you notice anyone in the house with watering eyes, lots of sneezing?
Well, a lot of coughing. We have coughing issues.
Okay. This is the access to the attic?
This was sealed?
The attic was silicone shut, preventing access, and the home inspector was not to go in there.
All right, let's take a look while I'm here. We have mold. We have water marks everywhere. Mold is one of the most common reasons for abatement, and its removal is essential.
They have to isolate this whole house. They have to work in every room where they had a reading. They have to keep going until they found no mold left in the house. When the remediation team was in the attic removing the insulation, they noticed mold on top of the ceiling drywall. That's why it had to be removed.
What we do is oversee the mold abatement projects. We do the inspection work, inspect the level of cleanliness, ensure that all the mold has been removed. Once the mold removal has been completed by the contractor, we come in and take air samples to ensure that all the mold has been remediated.
Now, you know we did an air test. We had to get you out of the house. So we brought in the mold guys, and holy crap and a half. You can see that all of the sheathing in your attic space was completely molded, right? So they've got to go in and they're going to strip it, they're going to seal it. That's why it looks white, because now it's sealed.
I would never, in my wildest dreams, realize it could be this bad.
Let me explain why. We have an exhaust fan in the kitchen that exhausts into the attic only, does not exhaust outside. That's one. Two, all your soffit all the way around the house is a vented soffit, but there's plywood under it with no holes. So air is not moving from outside up through the soffit into the attic space and out through the vents, which even the vents are very poor. And if he was on the roof, I'm sure he could have noticed.
Home inspector should be equipped fully, absolutely fully to inspect a house. I mean, tools galore. Attic, 100% access, otherwise the home inspection doesn't happen.
It should be no
It's really that simple.
Timber.
Now this bedroom obviously was another big sign that you found the mold, right?
Yeah.
On this wall here.
Yeah, the closet.
Right. You remember seeing all the openness?
Yeah.
Okay. Damon did something really extra that I liked. So all vertical walls that are inside the attic, he brought in Alex, our spray foam specialist, and spray foam that wall. That stops the cool in the summer losing into the attic, and vice versa in the winter, the cool coming back into the house.
It feels livable. I mean, you could feel it. Standing here, I'm in a different house right now. It's literally a different house.
Taking it in.
Awesome, awesome. Absolutely awesome.
If your house isn't healthy, you might not be healthy.
Hello, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Over the course of the summer with all the rain and all the watering, we noticed progressively an earthier smell in the basement.
Instead of going anywhere else, let's go downstairs.
The kids' toy closet is where the bulk of the issues are. We opened up the toy closet where all their toys were, and there was mold on the walls.
You can't change a cold room into a closet. The inspector should have caught that. It's not controlled with an internal air system like a forced air furnace. And you close the door and it's closed off. It doesn't breathe. So it's going to pull in the moisture from the concrete, from the 2 flower beds. This is the south side of the house. If I could lift this flower bed up, you'd see where the moisture's seeping in through the cement block, causing mold to form in the basement. I know that the home inspector cannot see mold behind the walls, but he definitely should know what could happen if you close in a cold room. Never, ever close in the cold room. We're gonna have to talk to the environmental guy, so we'll leave it at this point until we speak to him. Let's go upstairs.
We called in an environmental company, so they took 3 to 4 air readings and called us a week later and said you really should leave the basement, tape it off, and not enter it. I started to worry about my health. I have lupus. Basically, you're looking at lung problems, breathing problems, maybe spots on your lungs.
Thanks for coming in, Steve, and actually quite quick, if I may say.
You're welcome, Mike.
So, rather than using a mirror, I have a light intensity that I can use. Like, we can see the mold right on the wall there. See that?
Yeah.
And we can even zoom in on it.
Yeah, we can see that.
So we do have enough mold across the bottom of this to warrant a removal.
Yeah, there's absolutely enough there to warrant removal.
As well as we're going to put negative air machines in here so we create negative air pressure. That way all the air for the rest of the house has been drawn into our work area.
So it doesn't, we don't allow it to spread throughout the rest of the house.
That's correct, yeah.
So when they started actually taking stuff down, the remediation people, they actually did see mold exactly where Mike pinpointed. I mean, that is where it was all coming in. The water was coming in through the foundation, like we suspected. It was seeping up the drywall, so there was a lot of mold in those corners. And once it hit the plate of the wood, it actually traveled down both sides. I mean, everything's got to go. We've taken the drywall right down to the cement blocks, and we're spraying to keep the spores down. And of course, the moldy carpet has all got to go.
We did find mold right across this wall, approximately 8 to 12 inches up across the bottom, and I'll explain why. You can see right now we have moisture on this wall, right? And the reason we have moisture on the wall is because there's no vertical weepers. It's actually pulling, just like I said, the cinder blocks acting as a sponge, pulling the moisture inside. We're gonna do a special coating of something on the outside. There's gonna be no drywall in this room. There's gonna be no studs in this room. Could have been worse. Was there mold under the carpet, Damon?
The carpet itself was full of mold, definitely. I mean, it was soaked over and over and over. So everywhere the moisture came in, the carpet was just like a wick. So that carpet was absolutely filled with mold. It was a good thing we got that out.
Well, we are going to
Go with a hypoallergenic carpet for you.
Thank you.
The drywall we used is
Mold-resistant drywall.
100%.
Yeah.
So everything we've done down here is to make sure that you are clean, safe, and it's never going to happen again. And that's the whole point. So everything about this is for you and the kids. And it's not just really for you. It should be for everyone. If we're going to do this, let's make sure we do it the right way the first time. It is your air care system. It is a HEPA filter in here. So it will be the cleanest air you're going to have inside your house because it gets filtered 100%. These things are absolutely phenomenal.
It's nice to know it's clean air. It's been about 3 months since we've been down here. This is so great. It's nice to finally be back. This is exactly what we sort of wanted, was a safe, clean place to play, and this is it. This is the gold here. This basement is awesome. Thank you so much. That's
You're
so
welcome
great.
so much.
You get more hugs, more hugs. Thank you very much.